Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I bring to you this very colorful, bright, galactic unicorn. I hate unicorns. I really do. But the only reason why I did this look was because my sister wanted me to do a unicorn, and my best friend I happened to be on the phone with my best friend, Christina, and she was like, oh, add a galaxy theme to it. So this is what I came up with. I do have a reference photo of where I got the thing on my chest because I didn't know exactly where I wanted to go with it. So then I looked up a bunch of like galaxy pictures and I found this one that had a black hole in it with stars around it. So this is what I came up with. Very colorful, very rainbow, and it goes with my rainbow hair. I love this wig. This wig is bomb. It's probably one of my favorite wigs next to the teal one because I really like the teal one, but when I tried this one on, I didn't think I was going to be able to rock it, but thankfully so I do. So if you like to see how I did this entire look, keep on watching. Also, not asking you, but it would be nice if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit that notification bell so you know when I upload my daily shenanigans. And let's get started with the tutorial. Look at me dancing. Here is the reference photo. So now I'm going to start off by taking a very flat brush and my Mehron water activated paint in the color black. Here's a little bit of water. Spritz. Ooh, mirror dirty. Ooh, Lord. Forgot to take off my stinking necklace. Okay, now I'm good. So I'm going to start off by doing the black hole in my chest. So as you see, I am taking the brush and making a circle just to get the general outline of what I want to do and how big I want the black hole to look. And as you see, I'm starting to make it a little bigger because my initial circle was a little too small, and this is going to be the focal point of the body paint, so it needs to be a size where everybody can see, which is why I am slightly going around making it the line thicker. Once I pretty much get where I want the general shape to be, I'm going to take a flat but a little bit wider brush to fill in the rest. Here I go, filling in. Any point in the video, if I am looking down, that's because I need the reference video. I can't see. Well, technically I can't see because I ain't got my glasses. And oh my god, I made a mistake. Grr. Then I realized I forgot my brushes I need in order to do the splatter effect that I wanted for my body paint. Good job for not having all of your supplies on you, Talia. Good. Good job. Woo, I'm back. All right. So I'm taking pink, orange, yellow, lime green, sky blue, same brand, Mehron. Most of my body paints are Mehron. And I'm taking a eyebrow brush with the bristles that are hard, starting off with yellow, dipping that into the water activated paint, and starting my splatter effect. This is where I realized that my skin tone is going to be showing and I should probably paint myself black, and should have brought a big foundation brush, but again, wasn't thinking about all of this. I was just like, let's go Talia, chop chop, get your ish together. So right now I'm going to paint literally everything on my body, from my shoulder, chest, up to my jawline, behind my ear. I still have black paint behind my ear now. I always end up with body paint somewhere. Either I get stained or I didn't reach it. Lord. Especially black. Yep, yeah, still have it on the back of my ear now. Gotta go fix that. The only reason why I'm leaving a negative space in between the circle, because that is where all the white is going to be for the black hole. Yes,
also the reason why I'm leaving the yellow there, because I want to know where I'm going to be placing the yellow. One side's going to have the cool tone, the other side's going to have the warm tone. Just easy. Plus, I need to make sure I get rid of that very harsh line so you don't see that I literally left a negative space. Excuse me. Usually I don't have any issues with black. Black, I usually just paint on one layer. Any other colors like purples or blues, at least with me, I don't know if it's with everybody else, can come out very streaky and patchy, and I have to go in layers. And usually if you have to go in layers, you must wait until the layer is completely dry, then go on to the next layer, because if you don't, it's literally going to lift off that paint, and nobody ain't got time for that. I sure did not have time for that. I needed to make sure I was finished with this makeup, done, put everything away before 5 o'clock. And I managed. Barely. Alright, you gotta make sure you get everything, the side boob included, because when I take pictures and you can see my skin, it looks hella stupid. I even paint even further back on my shoulders, which is why sometimes I get stained. Okay, not sometimes, alright, all the time. I always get stained. There's nothing I can do about it. Alright, now back onto the splatter thing. So, basically, there's no right or wrong, rhyme or reason, oh my god. There's no right and wrong way to do this. If you want the splatters to be bigger, you put it closer to you and run your thumb down. And if you want them further away, you run your thumb, do the same thing, but just further away, just to give you like different size dots. But you still want the black to show. It's almost like you want some areas that are more opaque than others, but you still need the black to show because it needs to look like a galaxy. Space, well, clearly space is not the color of the rainbow, but you get what I mean. Now I went in with orange. Literally, I'm using all the same brushes for cool and warm tone colors just to make it simpler. Plus, it also helps with blending it in because I didn't want it to look like, oh, here's yellow, here's orange. Kind of like they need to like do a gradient. There you go. That's the right word. My mirror is all over the place. And let me tell you, my wall, she was kind of splattery. So now I'm taking the Mehron, I almost dropped it, the Mehron palette that I have, and taking the color Berry Red, which is not a true red, but the true red I had was too dark, and it would have just made a blood tone color, because that's what happens when you mix black and red together. This, you can see I was feeling a little uncomfortable, which is why you kind of like, you see how like the orange and yellow are more natural. This one didn't look as natural. It kind of looked like I forced did it. Why are you making hammering noises now? I need to do this, Lord. So yeah, you see that I was struggling trying to do it with my left hand. I tried with my right hand. No, flip that. Clearly I do not know my lefts and rights. Dang. But you can clearly see that it didn't look as organic as my yellow and orange, which I will fix that with the worst color in the stinking world. At least in my opinion. It's just my opinion. Pink. Ugh. I can't stand pink. It's too girly for me. But it really was a lifesaver in order to like fix up all the gaps you see with the red color. You see, look at that. So much better. Doesn't look as patchy, and it looks organic. There you go. That's the perfect word. What are you doing, Celia? Like, why is your mirror all up in the camera trying to blind people with the glare? Girl, get your shiz together. So yeah, now I'm just going over any of the other general areas so I can, you know, get, oh my god, I just drew a blank. To fill in any spaces that I want to cover. Ooh, my god, my English she is garbage. Sorry about that. So yeah, just going in, touching everything up, just so everything blends nicely. And you see how nice of a gradient effect it is? You got the yellow, the orange, the red, the pink. Beautiful. Now, time to go in. Why is my face like that? Ew. Girl. Ew. Green. Lime green to be specific. Taking it on same brush, but I have multiples of it. And now I'm dancing. And now I'm literally going to do the same method on the opposite side. So, there you go. Splat, 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 splat. Make sure you blend it in a little bit with the yellow so it makes that nice gradient effect and it doesn't stop harshly. That's like number one key with any gradient. Ooh, had it too close to my face. Splatter, splatter, splatter. Whoa. And I'm not going too far down with the green because I need to fit 3 other colors. No, 2, 3. Ooh, I can't even math now. Now, it is time to go in to the sky blue. Yo, this stain the living bejesus out of my thumb. Like, I had a good giant blob of teal sky blue paint on my hand. It was wild. It was mad funny though. Luckily, it didn't make a mess. Well, I made a mess. The wall spoke for it, and my pants. Now, if you saw me at any point say, "Oh, sugar," that was because that lovely blob on my shoulder was because my thumb was too close to my body and I touched myself. Whoa, pause. I accidentally touched my shoulder while I still had blue paint. Now I am taking purple and violet. Now the problem with the purple, that is not a true purple. That is a mauve color because I have the full size of mauve and that is exactly what that color looks like. So I mixed mauve with purple, with violet because I didn't have enough violet anyway because I scraped the life out of that. Mixed them together and proceeded to spackle effect myself to finish the rainbow. Whoa! I like rainbows, though I wear dark colors. You can ask all my friends, even my mom. She asks me about it all the time. It's so funny. So after that, what I did off of camera, because I'm going to explain it now, is I literally took a regular paintbrush, snipped it in half, dipped it in white body paint, same spackle effect all over, even on the rainbow itself. You can't really notice, which is why I'm going over some of them with a thin paintbrush and doing the dots. Now, I did a bunch of dots because I wanted to add texture to the spackle effect. It's almost like the spackle effect was like the base, the dots gives it texture and gives it dimension, and then I took a different version of the thin brush, they don't have different names, and just with a little bit of white body paint lightly flicked outward to make it look like it's sparkling, like it's really shining, if you get what I mean. Hope you get what I mean. But I hope you get what I mean. With the exception of the star inside the black hole, I made the striations a lot more thicker because that star in the reference photo was particularly bright compared to the striations on the cluster of stars, which was more faint. So yeah, now take your time with this. Take your time because it's going to be well worth it in the end that you took your time doing this rather than rushing through everything. And you see, I am literally just dotting myself, literally. But the end result, bomb AF, if I could say. I have never done something with the Galaxy this detailed. I have done Galaxy makeups before, but never to this caliber. Look at me dot myself. Look at all them dots. Now, I did different size dots using the different brushes that I have. Because some are a little bit thicker, some are a little thinner, some of them are very fine point, very not super opaque, which is why I took a lot of the body paint off and just boop, any point that I'm looking down in the video, I am looking at the reference photo, just for your FYI. And there's another point in the video where I think I look like I was a lost soul because I didn't know what I wanted to do with something. Yeah, back at it with dots. Now I thought holding the mirror this way would just be a lot easier. It was. It saved my life, thank Lord. Instead of like holding it the normal way, because I think it was just getting in my way, in my face. Also, explaining it ahead of time, I did the crisscross type of stars, like the ones that actually look like a cross, but I used a lot less body paint, so some of them were a little bit more out there, some of them were a little like, oh, I see you fading in the background. And then I did one where, you know, like how you draw a star with like 6 or 8 lines to look all fancy schmancy. My back. Gotta get me a chair, girl. Whew. Excuse me. So yeah. Brain fart. Where am I? Yo, my brain literally just farted. Yeah, so I didn't go crazy with doing like those crisscross stars because you want dimension, you want texture, you want to literally envision what space would look like if it was a rainbow and there was a black hole with a cluster of stars. And as you see, finished. Now, onto the face. Now, the problem with my brows, I was trying to do an ombre brow. Product actually went bad because it stanked while I was using it. Wiped that crap off, threw that stuff out. So I took my usual NYX charcoal eyebrow penciled them in, took my eyeliner, same brand NYX, and just filled in the front just to give them a little bit more oomph because, you know, your brows gotta be on fleek. That's why my face is so close in the mirror. Plus, my blind behind can't see, and I didn't think to put on my stinking glasses because I wasn't thinking about that at the time. Alright, so now that I'm done with that, it's time to work on the eyes. Now, here's where I am going to look like I am a complete, utterly lost soul because I didn't know what I wanted to do for my eyes. Now, I had the idea when I drew out the picture that I wanted to, excuse me again, disgusting, that I wanted to do like a blue, purple, and pink colored eye look. But I started second guessing myself. I was like, maybe I should just do purple, green, and blue, and then do the rainbow blush, like all cool tone eyes, warm tone blush, bam. But that's why I was going through my reference photos. I was also answering text messages when I shouldn't have been doing that on camera. But it happens. Oh well. Too bad. And I think around at this point, this is where I figured out, oh, I'm going to just go with cool tone eyes, warm tone blush. Bam. I know I just sounded like I repeated myself, but this is literally what I look like watching the video doing this stinking voiceover. So, alright, Tilly, get the hell off your goddamn phone. Like, girl, time is money, money is time. What are you doing? I ain't making money off of this. What am I talking about? Girl, I am making none of that. Alright, now I finally figured out what I wanted to do. So, I'm muttering to myself for what? Finally figured it out. So I'm going to take the Jeffree Start Blue Blood palette and my Sugarpill eyeshadow in the color Poison Plum. Take my trusty dusty, oh my god, I said it again, handy dandy Maybelline Instant Rewind Concealer and conceal them eyeballs because that is what I use as my base for all of my eyeshadows, both colorful and dark. I'm going to take one of the colors, which is one of the palest blues out of the palette, pat that on my actual lid, and then take the purple ColourPop eyeshadow and blend that in and blend that upward because you're not going to see this on camera. Then I took the ColourPop Jelly eyeshadow. I don't know what color it is. Everything will be in the description box below. Do a little oomph. Not too much. I would say it was a half cut crease. Yeah. Half cut crease. and then did a very nice long feline wing eyeliner, not feline. Oh God, English, you stinking sick. So now working on my base, taking my matte primer that you didn't see because for some reason it's not there. What are you looking at, Talia? Oh, and oh, I think that's when my music was being a jerk. And putting it on, put on the primer on my T-zones because that's where I have most pores, and I just smeared that all over my face. Then I realized I thought I had black paint on me because I forgot how close on my jawline my paint was. To prime the face, I also used a mattifying primer because your girl is oily, and I put the emphasis on the word oily. Like, I'm oily AF. Like, it's ridiculous. Ugh, my back hurts. I'm old. It's okay. It's okay. Alright, now I'm taking my NYX concealer. This is the usual concealer I use, but I'm using this as my base. Swiping that all over the face because this will be my base because I wanted a paler looking face. Had to draw on the mustache. I couldn't do it. Yes, sexy. And going to take my Real Techniques sponge and blend. I think I did about I did one full layer and then fixed up a few areas that were a little patchy, which I probably should have done that in the beginning. Then I did this off camera, going to take my Morphe concealer in the shade White and highlight the high points of my face. Forehead, down the nose, under eyes, and my chin. Then set that all with the Coty Airspun Translucent Powder. Favorite powder. Just don't put too much because then you're going to look cakey. I'm putting a lot of powder on my face, so I'm glad I didn't look cakey. Alright, so now that my base is on, now here's where I realized I forgot to get a stinking blush brush. Again, Talia, get your shiz together. So went to go get a blush brush because I needed to do my warm tone blush. Hurry up, Talia. Underlay, you mad slow. And it's a fun brush too. It's mermaid. Hi, I'm back. Excuse me. Generally I was like, oh, I'm gonna put here, whatever happens. So I'm taking my Morphe 35B palette and starting off with red. So basically I'm just packing the color on and then blend it out because you don't want to look like there's such a harsh line in your blush. You want it to look like natural. Well, I'm the furthest thing from natural right now, but you get where I'm coming from. Right, so want to start off with that. Then I tried this other, because it looked like a pinkish red, but then I realized I did not like it, because in the thing, it looks like a coral, like an orangey coral color, but I ended up switching to an straight orange shadow from the palette. Same Morphe palette. And then from orange, I went into yellow. So yeah, once I finished getting all the blush done, mind you, I didn't switch the brush because actually it was easier to just ombre the colors. So now I'm just smoking out my bottom lash line with the same two eyeshadows that I used before. Two eyeshadow looks, so easy. Also highlighted my brow bone in my inner corner with the highlighter color in Jeffree Star's palette. And now I'm just like connecting it because before I just made two lines and it didn't look like it was connected, but I fixed it. Now I am going to use glitter, as you see from my face. But then I realized I should put on a base first, which I end up taking the NYX Liquid Suede in the color Alien. Favorite black lipstick ever. The only black lipstick I own, but it's still my favorite. It just gives me what I want. And then after I get the lipstick on, I'm going to take the Pinky Rose glitter in the glitter color or shade, I don't know what you want to call it, Cotton Candy, which has blues, purples, and silver glitter in it. And I'm only putting that on my top lip because I don't know, I wanted my lips to look a little bit more plump than I have average lips, but you know, we were going with the little pouty look. No Cupid's bow, none of that. Oh, forgot to say that I also highlighted my cheeks, nose, forehead, and chin with the Naked Cosmetics holographic highlighter palette, and I used the yellow shade to match the ombre. Now I'm taking my Wet n Wild metallic mega liner. I don't remember what color it is. I'll leave that all in the description box. And adding star-y type of freckles, pretty much. So I started off with just making regular star dots, but I'm also going to go in with white body paint to give it a little bit more dimension with even smaller, finer type of dots. And I'm also going to dance like a crazy idiot and make more crisscross type of stars. So at this point, after this, because I'm going to say it now because I don't want my audio skipping when it gets to the pictures, I added on some rhinestones to some of the stars on my chest and a few on my cheeks, not my forehead because my wig was blocking it. I took a little bit of blush, like an orangey blush from a different palette, I don't remember the name of the palette, and gave myself more of a orangey look on my nose, so I looked like I had a unicorn nose or a horse's nose. Yeah. Then I put on my wig, and then I made a horn using Model Magic. I made it the day before, painted it black. Note to self, don't paint it with body paint. Just use stinking acrylic paint because I had so much black paint on my hands it wasn't even funny, even though it was dry. Took a brush, did the speckle effect with just a plain regular like thin paintbrush and just tapping my finger on it. And yeah, add some crazy lashes, put white in my waterline to give me that cartoony eye. And yeah, this is the look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed my nonsense, my shenanigans. I still am not used to this whole talking thing because I still stumble on my dang words. Darn it. And I hope to see you guys in my next video next week. So I have to figure out what I'm doing. Also, I will be doing the same look again, but it will be a zombie and it will be dead because I can't stand unicorns. But I have no problem making a unicorn dead. So be on the lookout for that on my Instagram, I believe the same day that this video comes out. All right, bye.
I hate unicorns. I hate them. They're so girly. They're so frou-frou. Ugh. Ugh. I was dreading doing this makeup, but surprisingly, I like how she came out. I look cute. Should have painted my ears black, but oh well. Who cares? Editing a photo would help. But yeah, it's so pretty. I didn't think it was gonna come out this nice.